blonde-haired man. It's a surprise. This is my first time eating Libra cooking, but it wasn't. It was rather delectable. I'm glad you liked it. If you head into town, there's a number of other places where you can eat great Libra cooking as well. You enjoy this trip of yours, then, alright? That I will do, believe me. If this is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then I truly am in for a feast elsewhere inland. Well, excuse me for having a bar on the outskirts of the country. Before you go feasting on the finer things, how about a glass of wine? I know it's not high end exactly, but the taste is worth the price. Well then, maybe I will. Do you think this guy is? He looks like a traveller from the Empire, if you ask me. That blonde-haired man over there is rather handsome and well dressed, but after talking to him, I found him a bit odd. I'm a merchant from the Barbarian Empire. I'm on my way to Bose. Ooh, shop. We'll get at least one of each, because then when we consume it, we also learn how to cook it. We'll just talk to him. Good day and welcome to our humble establishment on the outskirts of Bose. Since this is a bar, we've got wine to drink and food to eat. Just don't expect anything too elaborate. Good day to you all, my fine friends. You appear to be citizens of Libra. But may I ask you if you're travelling to the Empire? Nope, we're just here on an errand. We're not travelling to the Empire. You appear to be a citizen of Erebona yourself. What about you? Are you here to visit the Libra Kingdom? Ah, I'm glad you've asked. I mean, indeed a visitor, Libra, both for work and for pleasure. You say you're running an errand? I can see your true colours and know exactly who you are. Who we are? Indeed, you're Grace's, no? How do you know we were to embrace her? Are you trying to tell us, like, you're in the same profession? It's true there are guild branches in the Empire, but actually I'm not a bracer. I just know several people in the guild that are, and there's an air about you that reminds me of them, so I just thought I'd ask. Those are some excellent deductive reasoning skills you've got there. I don't think an amateur could have picked us out from a crowd like that. Are you sure you're a traveller? Please don't look at me with suspicious eyes. Those cold flickering eyes are amber. Just like the glass of exquisite brandy. You just makes me want to kiss you and hold you in my arms. What? You're a bold one, aren't you? Hey, wait a minute. Are you one of those men who like other boys? I just can't help myself when I see something beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of Serenity, sons of arrogance. Supernome melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpieces and stories to move the soul. And last but not least, the most exquisite in food and drink. For things such as these are those which pique my interest. So you're a pervert, just like I thought. Yep, definitely a pervert. How dreadful. It is a genuine misunderstanding in every generation. I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken. You with your magnificent black hair, please comfort me in the time of need. I'm going to have to pass. You've already scared the life out of me as it is. I've heard strange conversations in my days, but this one is worth remembering. The look on that kid's face. Hey, you three! Oh, it's a soldier from earlier. The general's just returned. I just spoke with him about the matter and he said he'd meet you now. Really? Yep, so come to the barracks room. He'll meet immediately. Wow, that's much quicker than I thought. Yeah, Or at least maybe we'll be able to find out what's going on. Okay, then I'll be off, Okay, then let's be off, shall we? Wait, what? He's randomly joined us? When was that discussed? What are you following us around for? Your timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat in exiting behind us. It seems almost natural. It seems almost natural. Scarily so. Ah, you noticed. Everything about you all just seemed so interesting. I thought I'd take a gander. Please don't mind me. Carry on, my good gents and mademoiselles. Of course we're going to mind. Now get you. Shoo! Shoo! Scrooge. Who was that guy? Seriously, what was his deal? He's not wrong, that's for sure. Getting rid of that weirdo is probably better, not only for ourselves, but for a service at road at large too. Now let's hurry and meet with the General. I could hear some kind of argument. Was there some kind of trouble with another traveller? No, nothing big like that. That aside, could you let us into meeting with the General? Yeah, he's inside. His office is the last door on the left. Make sure you don't go wandering around in other places where you're not permitted. It's almost like he read my mind. Last door on the left. The end of the hall on the left. It looks like this is the General's room. Oh, knock. Alright, here goes nothing. Are you here on behalf of Mayor Maribel? That's right. Very well, come inside. Thank you for seeing us. I'm glad that you came. My name is Mark. I have been tasked with guarding the Hayton Gate by Her Majesty Queen Elisa. It's an honour to meet you, sir. We are all here on behalf of the Mayor Maribel. Please pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologise. I've known Maribel since she was but a child. I couldn't imagine ignoring her request, much less one from the Mayor. Now then, would you please read this first? Hand over the letter. So it's about the missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances, that information would be strictly confidential. But considering this is a request from her, I can tell you everything I know. Sweet! Why are you happy about something that doesn't concern you? Crap, I should have kept my mouth shut. The Mayor appears quite distraught over the situation, and so we wanted to do everything we can to assist her. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she has been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts. Please do. The airliner Lindy disappeared on its way to Rowan after taking off from the boat's landing port. Presently, we have units searching the area of the region, but we have yet to come up with anything. What you're saying is the possibility of the incident being caused by monsters or accident are very slim, right? If an airliner of that size has crashed, it's likely would have been discovered in the initial search efforts. Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Bose and Rowan goes over some plains that allow a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of the airliner going down in Valerie Lake or the ocean is extremely low. Boy, I'm relieved to hear that it's probably not the worst case scenario like that. So if those having been ruled out, then that leaves the door open to the possibility of the airliner could be taken, right? Which makes me think that the only remaining motive must be to loot the cargo or demand a ransom for the hostages. In other words, a hijack, right? Also considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Empire. And that would have been really big news if that were the case. What's the matter, General? I was just thinking that's quite an impressive assessment of such civilians. We also considered the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved, so we have enforced strict regulations on the flow of information. International incidents, if taken lightly, could result in another war. But thanks to the small mercies of Adios, the possibilities of another conflict disappeared early this morning. A certain organisation sent a letter to the royal family and the Orbital Ship Co, claiming responsibility and demanding ransoms for the passengers. This organisation goes by the name of the Capua family. It couldn't be who I'm thinking it is, could it? It certainly appears to be that way. The Sky Bandits, who have been operating in the shadows of the Bose region, are led by 3 siblings at the head. I take it you've heard of them. Not only have we heard of them, we have just had a run-in with them in Roland. I just can't believe those good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big instance here in Bose. Estelle? Oops. You had a run-in with them at Roland? I'd heard that some of their gang had shown up in Roland region, but I think he's onto us. Yeah, because of you and your big mouth. I see now. I thought the way you were able to analyse the situation was strange from the civilians, but I'd never have guessed that a girl and a couple of kids like you were racist. Who are you calling kids? Just the record, Bella did in fact request that we come here and talk to you. Silence, deceivers. Get in here, men. He looks pretty pissed. So this is how a hard-nosed military man acts, eh? What's the matter, General? Did these visitors try pulling anything funny? These braces need to be shown to the door. Throw them out immediately. Just what is your problem, old man? Trying to brush us off like bugs? You're no different. How did your identity so you could try and finagle some information out of me? It's because you pull underhanded actions like this that braces can't be trusted. Just where do you get off calling it finality? It's your own fault since you didn't share information with Gil to begin with. Nonsense. Who in the right mind would leave an instance this big in the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear, of all the stupid things Maribella could have tried pulling, having such a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party. How about you cut it with a crap general? Why do you think we've come all the way to Roland to begin with? Because when it comes down to it, you military morons can't do your job. What did you just say? Holy cow. Shara's really pissed, alright. The last few months, you've known about the string of burglaries which seem to be the work of Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the guild instead of looking into it themselves, like they should have, huh? And now, the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with an attitude. Yet you've got nothing to show for it. No hostage, not even the location of where the missing airliner. Don't you think it's an embarrassment to your entire kingdom? Silence, girl! The military is an organisation that runs on discipline and does not take actions on the whim. Unlike a group I know who didn't think ahead and let the Sky Bandits escape. So enough of your insolence. So you're really looking for a fight, aren't you? How sad to see such discord. Strife brings nothing but to be borne, but only extends the barren wilderness within our heart. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls. Gentle your wistful tune to bathe your brittle spirits and cause the deserts in your heart to bloom. Brightly shooting stars, leave trails like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This yearning passion tears my heart in twain, and the cruel moon mocks my pain. If this fleeting dream shall never be, a single wound remained in my heart for all to see. Our passionate first and final kiss. Your tears to me are amber bliss. Let us immure this eternal love. Is he talking about Joshua again? Yeah, looks like you all understood what I was trying to get across. What is it that I'm most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby. Yeah, I think it's time for the search party to return with a report. That's right, General. I should get back to my office and make sure that you don't let these kids in again. Oh, cancel any further checks on the travellers along the Ice Road. Having these kids around any longer will just be nice off. Right away, sir. We ran away. I wish we could escape. He's still behind us, right, isn't he? Haha, no matter which country you visit, military men lack romanticism. But you lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic stance. You know, maybe we should be doing it ourselves. Yeah, good idea. We had a bit of trouble, but we did manage to get some information. After we head back to Bose, how about we think about our future plan to attack? But where are you going? Wait for me, I mean, please wait for me. So that looks like a fourth party member. Let me try to introduce myself again. I am Olivia Leanham, a wandering bard and musician by trade. As you already know, I am a boring touring in fair Libra. I'm Estelle, and no, wait a minute. Why do we have to introduce ourselves to you? Easy, Estelle. He has interceded for us back there. I'm Joshua, and I'm Shiraz's dad. Things are getting pretty heated, and I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad happened. Let me just say thanks. Right, you've got nothing to thank me for. I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. Anyhow, if you insist, I'm going to have to pass on that. First off, I don't have that sort of free time. That's too bad. And I apologise a minute ago, I just caught the A button before finishing reading what it all said. Alright then, I guess I'll accept Joshua as substitute. What do I have to do with any of this? Please don't involve me in your questionable humour. Oh, that's odd. I didn't mean it as a joke. Saying that makes you even more questionable. Now wait a minute. How come you didn't invite me on the date? You? I don't know how to put this, but you're a bit lacking in the sexy department. You might want to think about taking a lesson from these two, lesson or two from your friends here. Well, excuse me for not being sexy. Just what do you mean by saying I should follow a few lessons from Joshua? Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough the way you are. Though I guess it's true, you are a bit lackluster in the sexy category. What did you just say? Good grief. Anyway, like I said before, we're busy. I'm sorry that there's not a better way to thank you, but we've got to get going. Then how about you take me along with you to the city of Bose? This may be my first time in Libra after all, and I'd like to request a guide. But if that's all you want, then I don't mind. Sure, now just wait a second. This is the least we can do, and we're heading in the same place anyway. Plus, acting as a guide is one of the Brace's many duties. Alright then, I guess we're stuck with him until then. But what if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua? Estelle? Don't worry, Joshua. I'll save you from perverted attention if he tries anything funny. What is it exactly that you think he'll try? Please don't refer to me as that sort of I'm some sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather you call me a hunter of love. Even Love Sealer wouldn't be that bad a title either. Are you alright in the head? So, how about it? Everyone, shall we leave the buzz? I'm counting on you all to get me there safely. Well, let's be off. Who died and made you leader? Hey, wait a minute. You, I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you sully Joshua's innocence. So, let's have a look at what Joshua does. He's got a gun. Okay, when he told me he was a bard, I did not expect a gun. He's equal level to everybody else, he's slightly lower overall. What about his ordnance? He has increased EP, better chance to hit things, better damage. So he has the exact same setup as Joshua as far as Elbow Hearts go. So I believe we now need to go back to Marbella. We often need to go for a fight just to see how the gun works. If no other reason. So what we'll do is Joshua and Shirazazad are off to both use Firebolt. And Oliver is then off to shoot. I genuinely thought it missed them when you're hearing the and then nothing. And then it took like a half second delay. There was enough of a delay there to make me panic thinking it missed. And I did look at what Joshua's new. So I've been waiting this long to get Joshua's. No, wrong way. I've been waiting this long to get Joshua a new ability or learn something new. And then I haven't even checked on it. Oi! Lots of things here. Craft. So we've got quick draw. It's craft. Oh, it looks like it's an AoE. Fires off several rounds in the blink of an eye. Oh, we have a howling bullet, which again looks like it could potentially be an AoE. Fires off an explosive energy shot. So what we'll do is that. And then when the scope finally gets around, my plan was to hurricane it. I was hoping to hit that third one, but little thing that flew away. So I'm kind of hoping that's enough damage on him that when Olivia uses Firebolt, it drops it. Four hit points left. Not craft. Quick draw. So yes, ranged AoE. Whoa, there's a lot more damage than I was expecting.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah, I can get all of them. I'm just trying to figure out what sort of range he's got. But yeah, that That half a second delay is just really gets me convinced that he's missed.
Oh, are you done already?
Well, let's keep running south. Was there not a barricade this time round? But the general was saying something about removing the barricade, wasn't it? So this is Bells, isn't it? Is it? It's more urban than I imagined. The buildings are over there. Is that Bells Market? No? Well, you seem quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in Libra? Ah, I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own Libra News, no less. Your guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I don't know how to say this, but we live in a real convenient age. Do you intend to go shopping in the Bells Market now? Yep, and after doing a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. In front of the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right, the place we ate at with the mayor. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place. Anteros, authentic Libra cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But I suppose it costs a pretty mirror if you decide to go there for a free full course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar any day of this. Don't worry, my fair lady, I've brought sufficient travelling expense. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical renditions, are you? Can you actually earn money with that crap? I've started as the main opera singer at the Great Theatre in Oberon Capital before. If I remember right, I earned 1,000 mirror every single night. Big fat liar. Alright everyone, good work. I guess this is a farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios amigos. What a horror we have unleashed on this poor innocent city. Is everyone from Arobia, Abonia, a weirdo like that? I don't think I like the idea of that being Empire stereotype. Huh? I'm just trying to say that I think the majority of people are quite serious. I read it in the book about their ethos respects and strong silent type. So what you're saying is he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist. Now hold up, Estelle. If the artist's word heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see. We need to report the information we got out of the general to Lugren, and it would at least be better if we essentially check in with Mayor Mayor office. First we visit the guild and then the mayor's residence. Great, let's get going.